We will continue now with our next guest. Next guest is Mr. Chulhyun Kim. Um,
Alejandro, por supuesto, te invitamos igualmente que el profesor Yesa para que te quedes con nosotros.
Alejandro, of course, you're invited, and Professor Yes as well, are invited to stay here until the Q&A, which are going to be at the end.
El señor Kim está en este momento desde Corea. A ver si.
Mr. Kim is joining us here today from Korea.
And see you through our Zoom seminar. Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Mr. Kim. Welcome to our seminar, and thank you very much for your presentation from Korea. I'm going to introduce you to the audience. El señor Kim es ingeniero.
Mr. Kim is an engineer, and he will present the experience of Hyosung in the UK and its project for an application with the requirement of an industry. And he's responsible for sales and marketing for energy storage systems in Energy Hyosung Corporation, and he works with the engineers for this effects on the development of solutions, and has worked in the renewable energy and storage industry for over 20 years. So, Mr. Kim.
Y naturalmente insistimos e invitamos a cada uno de ustedes a.
And we want to encourage every one of you to activate your questions as well for each of the panelists. So in the case of Mr. Kim, due to the time difference, we will assess and see the questions for him at the very end of his presentation.
Thank you, Miss Andrew. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you very well.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone in Sigre, Chile. Yeah, it is a great pleasure for me to address this Sigre, Chile. Yeah, I am very sorry not to meet you in person due to Corona-19, but I look forward to meeting you someday soon. Yeah, and I hope we are trying to enjoy this time. Yeah, I'm Chulhyun Kim, working as a battery energy storage system or BESS salesperson at Hyosung in South Korea. I have been working at Hyosung since 2006. I majored in electrical engineering and worked on related with my background, such as electrical designing, marketing, and sales. Yeah, currently I has worked for BESS for about 3 years, and I'm in charge of sales and marketing for overseas market. In today's presentation, I will introduce Hyosung, some features of countries that have a big BESS deployment capacity until now, and the UK project the Hyosung provided. I hope at the end of this presentation, you will understand Hyosung and BESS well. Yeah, let's get the presentation started. Okay. Have you heard of Hyosung? Hyosung maybe it's a familiar company rather than you think. Even if you have not heard of Hyosung, but you might often meet some products of Hyosung in your normal life. Our parent company, Hyosung Holdings, has some great items about various industries, such as the spandex for clothes and the tire cord for the tire. They have #1 market share in the world.
Mr. Kim?
Yes?
Yeah, I'm afraid we are not...
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. 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 And okay. Yeah. Our electric power product of Hyosung also have been the most deliveries in South Korea. The history of Hyosung has been approximately 60 years. Hyosung has made a significant contribution to the South Korean electric power business. And Hyosung has continued to expand our business area overseas. Now, yeah, Hyosung handles a variety of products that make up the entire power line. Transformers and circuit breakers having various capacity ranges are our traditional items. And recently, Hyosung is expanding to new power electronics-based system business, such as static compensation and BESS. Yeah, based on the long-time electric technology experience, Hyosung has changed its business form now. Hyosung is trying to provide safe and top-quality electric products to utilities, power generating companies, and consumers. Yeah, the BESS we are dealing with today is actually product that has been developed less than 10 years ago. As shown in the left and middle graph, the global installed capacity is about 25 gigawatt, 50 gigawatt hour as of 21. And the market growth is expected to continue increasing. All countries are participating in decarbonization movement nowadays. Yeah, according to this trend, the renewable power plants will increase, and it will make the instability of the system. So BESS already is known to be a good response method against it. In addition, it is expected that the battery price will continue to drop. And some countries that want to boost the renewable power plant are trying to make incentive policies and various applications for BESS. So BESS must be increased in the world. See the graph on the right, yeah, here. You can see the South Korea's installed capacity was exceptionally high 2018. It was about 30% of the global market in 2018. At that time, Hyosung supplied about 36% of the BESS in South Korea. Fortunately, all ESS plants from Hyosung are still working well. The reason Hyosung was able to occupy the explosive South Korea BESS market in 2018 is that it has been conducting R&D of BESS for decades. Of course, Hyosung is a company in South Korea. It seems to be the main factor. Anyway, since 2008, Hyosung has researched and developed BESS with some power companies. As a result, Hyosung made a big reference in 2018. Yeah, currently, Hyosung has over 10 years of experience, 7 countries, South Korea, Hong Kong, USA, UK, Malaysia, Mozambique, and Senegal. Yeah, and more than 180 projects. Also, the total capacity is approximately 584 megawatt, 1,847 megawatt hour. The max single project was a 70 megawatt, 230 megawatt hour project, which the best was for the photovoltaic power plant in Korea, in South Korea. I think the most important strength for the power solution supplier is longevity and experience. Hyosung has been through a variety of challenges for over 10 years and has developed our internal countermeasures about the problems that suffered on the projects. I believe that know-hows taken by Hyosung's experience will be shared to our customers working with Hyosung. Yeah, here are 3 countries who the best has installed a lot than other countries. Yeah, fortunately, we have deliveries to all 3 countries, South Korea, the USA, and the UK. You can see their total accumulated capacity for BESS. South Korea is about 1.5 gigawatt, 3 gigawatt hour. The US is about 2.7 gigawatt, 5.5 gigawatt hour. And the UK is 1.6 gigawatt, 1.5 gigawatt hour. The reason why BESS was developed in these countries is that the basic direction is to foster renewable power plants as same, but methods boosting BESS in each countries was slightly different. In South Korea, he has been using a system called Renewable Energy Certificate, or REC, for generating companies. REC for BESS was very high, about 5 times compared to REC for other renewable power plants. So the hybrid type that renewable power plant was connected with the BESS has more high economy compared to the single renewable power plant. And power consumer used to apply BESS at time of use and billing management. And the UK has developed a market where BESS can be leveraged in the wholesale electricity market. The attendees for the market can generate their profits in the fast frequency regulation, or FFR, and ancillary power market. In particular, in the United States, the government modified the wholesale markets that BESS can participate in the wholesale market possibility. Also, they gave some tax benefits and regional incentives, such as self-incentive generating program, or SIGP, in California. These policies in the USA have now made the United States the largest BESS market, and the USA will continue to grow the big market. I know that Chile is also planning to increase the proportion of renewable energy. An energy storage system compensating unstable renewable energy will be the best way to help make a stabilizing power. But if you consider battery energy storage system for your system, you should consider that cost of BESS is not low enough now. I think the developers should encourage for your government to make appropriate policy for BESS. Next. Yeah, this project was the first UK project carried out by Hyosung. The project capacity is 750 kilowatt, 750 kilowatt hour. And it was installed in Westgate, Scotland, UK in 2020. It is currently being used as a demand response and ancillary service. Yeah, the picture of the left the on-site installation picture, and the two pictures on the right are the interiors. Yeah, middle is battery, and right is our inverter. Yeah, the system hardware configuration consists of a three-phase transformer, two power conversion systems, or PCS, and a controller called Energy Storage System Controller, or ESSC, that controls two inverters, lithium-ion battery, and other in-bed. Hyosung delivered one best package container, include the PCS, ESSC, battery control panel DSP, batteries, and firefighting equipment. Hyosung designed all system concepts and manufactured items, which are PCS, ESSC, DSP, and container. And Hyosung used the Samsung 1C batteries. Hyosung best controller ESSC is connected to remote monitoring system and each equipment such as PCS, BMS, FFS, temperature sensor, and dual sensors. It is available to access from the site and remote. And ESSC controls all systems to safely operate the best according to the schedule and purpose. Yeah. Especially to install PCS for BESS in the UK. Each country requests to meet their grid code, and supplier have to submit some certification. The UK has requested the G99 test for BESS contractor to connect the grid. Hyosung conducted this test for this project. Yeah, G99 is the test for power generating module connected with the public distribution network in the UK. It was issued on 2019. This test consists of this list. Operating range for PCS and harmonics, voltage fluctuation and flicker, and DC injection, power factor, frequency protection trip and light through test, voltage protection trip and light through test, and protection loss of mains test, vector shift and RCOF stability test, limited frequency sensitive mode test, LFSMO, protection and reconnection timer test, and fault level contribution. Currently, this project is well used by customers. Based on our experience with this project, Hyosung is conducting a 50 megawatt hour project in the UK now. It would be nice to have something to introduce in the future.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kim. I understand it's a little bit late for you in Korea. It's probably about 2 a.m. What is your local time?
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Kim?
Okay.
Can you hear me, Mr. Kim?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay. Thank you very much. I understand that you are about it's about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yes, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. So since we naturally do appreciate all this important effort from you, and naturally you have commitments probably very early in the morning, which we do not want to jeopardize nor produce any kind of problem. We have just 1 or 2 questions for you. is it possible to share those questions with you?
Yeah, two questions. Okay.
Yes, yes. Okay, so regarding basically as let me see. We understand that as a global battery energy storage uh, company as well, there's a significant number of factors related with a long-term technology uh, assessment, basically, risk assessment, I mean. Uh, what kind of analytics do you consider for this purpose in order to predict any problem for the aging of your components and products, and in order to somehow ensure the performance of your system? Can you tell us something about this, please?
Yeah. Okay. Actually, nowadays, yeah, other market, yeah, many owners and developer request the long-term service agreement to the SI supplier. So we can provide operation and maintenance service for the best life span. So and then we can offer the some everything for the designing. Yeah.
But what about the analytics? How do you predict the performance of your components? This is probably an important matter along the age of your system.
Sometimes we have test internally simulation like hills.
Okay.
Yeah, internal simulation. Yeah, via the internal simulation, we can estimate our performance.
Okay, I see you. Then you have a factory test probably in this case. Now, regarding the batteries and the performance of the batteries, I noticed that you have iron lithium batteries.
Right.
Yes. So, what is your experience from a maintenance point of view, from the operations point of view of the batteries? We understand that this is somehow an issue, and some battery energy storage systems have failed uh, uh, to provide service. Do you have any feedback on that?
Actually, I'm sorry. We don't. Yeah, we have a lot experience, but we don't have the failure experience for the battery until now.
Okay. Okay.
So, but nowadays, as you know, actually in South Korea, there is just so many fire accidents.
Okay.
Yeah, after the fire accident, our government and our some manufacturer, made some some regulation first, and then the battery supplier also improved their system.
I see. Well, we thank you very much, and we are glad to see that Hyosung is another company with a great experience. Chile does know about Hyosung, and we look forward to seeing you in our market as well. And hopefully, as you mentioned at the beginning, this pandemic allow us to soon meet each other and have you in our country. We understand that you need to wake up quite early, so we understand that we will not have you at the end of our presentations to share questions and answers. So thank you very much, and we do appreciate your participation in our seminar.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, Russia.
Okay, thank you very much.